2025 is seeing a wave of store closures unlike anything we've witnessed before. The retail landscape is undergoing a seismic shift, with countless businesses unable to keep their doors open. This isn't just a temporary setback, it's a fundamental change in how we shop and interact with our communities. Across the United States, thousands of stores are shutting their doors, from small mom-and-pop shops to large retail chains. The once bustling shopping centers now stand eerily quiet, a stark reminder of the economic challenges we face. These closures leave behind empty buildings and uncertain futures for the workers and communities that depended on them. The ripple effects are profound, affecting local economies and the social fabric of neighborhoods. Big names like Walmart and Macy's are closing locations, even in busy cities. These giants of retail, once thought invincible, are now scaling back operations, signaling a broader trend that no one is immune to. This isn't just about changing shopping habits, it's a sign of deeper economic troubles that are affecting everyone. The financial strain is evident, with many consumers tightening their belts and prioritizing essential spending over discretionary purchases. This retail apocalypse, as some are calling it, is a complex issue with no easy answers. It's a multifaceted problem driven by a combination of economic challenges, technological advancements, and shifts in consumer behavior. It's driven by a perfect storm of economic challenges, changing consumer behavior, and global uncertainty. The rise of e-commerce has fundamentally altered the retail landscape, making it harder for traditional brick-and-mortar stores to compete. The impact is felt far beyond the walls of shuttered stores. Local neighborhoods are losing their vibrancy, and the sense of community that once thrived around these retail hubs is diminishing. The consequences reach into the heart of our communities and the lives of ordinary families. As we navigate this new reality, it's clear that the future of retail will require innovative solutions and a reimagining of how we connect and support each other in these challenging times. Susan, a single mother in Ohio, knows firsthand the impact of these closures. Her local Walmart, once a lifeline for affordable groceries and household essentials, closed down abruptly. Now she faces limited options, higher prices at remaining stores, and the added stress of traveling further for basic necessities. Susan's story is not unique. Across the country, families are grappling with the consequences of store closures. The loss of a local retailer disrupts routines, stretches already tight budgets, and creates a sense of uncertainty about the future. For many, it's a constant reminder of the economic challenges gripping the nation. The retail apocalypse is a symptom of a larger economic malaise. Over the past few years, we've seen a dramatic shift in the retail landscape. Once bustling shopping malls now stand eerily silent, their corridors empty and stores shuttered. This isn't just a sign of changing consumer habits, it's a reflection of deeper economic troubles that have been brewing for some time. Inflation continues to soar, making everyday goods more expensive. From the grocery store to the gas station, prices are climbing at an alarming rate. This surge in costs is squeezing household budgets, forcing many to make tough choices about what they can afford. Essentials like food, fuel, and housing are becoming increasingly out of reach for a growing number of people. The cost of food, gas, and housing has skyrocketed, leaving many families struggling to make ends meet. More and more families are finding themselves at food banks, seeking assistance just to get by. The financial strain is palpable, and the stress of trying to balance bills and basic needs is taking a toll on mental health and well-being. Economic growth has slowed to a crawl, and interest rate hikes are making it more expensive to borrow money. This stagnation is evident in the numerous empty construction sites and the increasing number of closed businesses. The higher cost of borrowing is stifling investment and innovation, further hampering economic recovery. These factors create a vicious cycle. As costs rise and spending falls, businesses suffer, leading to layoffs and further economic decline. It's a domino effect that seems difficult to halt, with each piece falling and triggering the next. Consumers, squeezed by rising costs, cut back on spending. This reduction in consumer spending is evident in the empty shopping carts and the dwindling foot traffic in malls. Retailers are feeling the pinch, and the ripple effects are being felt across the entire economy. This, in turn, hurts retailers who are forced to close stores and lay off workers. The sight of going out of business signs has become all too common, and the impact on workers and communities is profound. Job losses and store closures are not just statistics, they represent real people and real hardships. The COVID-19 pandemic, while seemingly in the rearview mirror, continues to cast a long shadow, having disrupted supply chains and fueled inflation. The lingering effects of the pandemic are still being felt, with supply chain disruptions leading to empty shelves and delayed shipments. This ongoing uncertainty is a stark reminder that the road to economic recovery is fraught with challenges. While the economic downturn has undoubtedly played a role, it's not the only factor driving store closures. The rise of e-commerce has fundamentally changed how we shop. Online retailers like Amazon offer unparalleled convenience, a vast selection of products, and often lower prices. The pandemic accelerated this shift as lockdowns forced many consumers to embrace online shopping. Even as the world reopens, the convenience and cost-effectiveness of e-commerce continue to lure shoppers away from physical stores. Traditional retailers are struggling to adapt to this new reality. Global tensions hitting home. Adding fuel to the fire are geopolitical tensions and supply chain disruptions. These disruptions are not just abstract concepts, they have real-world consequences that affect everyday life. The ongoing trade war between the United States and China has been a significant factor. Tariffs and trade barriers have made it more difficult and expensive to import goods, affecting everything from electronics to clothing. Along with the conflict in Ukraine, which has disrupted energy supplies and agricultural exports, the global market is facing unprecedented challenges. These geopolitical tensions have created uncertainty and volatility in the global market. Investors are wary, and stock markets have been fluctuating wildly, causing anxiety among consumers and businesses alike. These disruptions have led to shortages of essential goods and materials. Items that were once readily available are now hard to find, causing frustration and concern among consumers. Further fueling inflation, these shortages have made it difficult for retailers to stock their shelves. Prices for everyday items have skyrocketed, making it harder for families to make ends meet. The cost of shipping has skyrocketed as well. With fewer ships and more demand, shipping companies have raised their prices, making it more expensive to transport goods from overseas. This increase in shipping costs has a ripple effect throughout the supply chain, affecting the price of goods on store shelves. This perfect storm of global events has created a ripple effect that is being felt in shopping malls and on main streets across America. Retailers are struggling to keep their doors open, and consumers are feeling the pinch in their wallets. The impact of these global tensions is hitting home in ways that are both visible and deeply felt. The impact of store closures extends far beyond the individuals and families who relied on them. When a major retailer shuts down in a small town, it can devastate the local economy. Jobs are lost, tax revenues plummet, and surrounding businesses suffer from reduced foot traffic. In rural communities where access to goods and services is already limited, store closures can be particularly devastating. The loss of a grocery store can create a food desert, forcing residents to travel long distances for fresh produce and other essentials. This exacerbates existing inequalities and highlights the fragility of many communities in the face of economic upheaval. While the picture may seem bleak, it's not all doom and gloom for the retail industry. Many retailers are adapting to the changing landscape by embracing technology, prioritizing sustainability, and finding innovative ways to enhance the customer experience. Some are adopting an omnichannel approach, seamlessly integrating their online and in-store experiences. Others are using AI and data analytics to predict consumer behavior, optimize inventory, and personalize marketing efforts. Sustainability is also becoming increasingly important, with retailers reducing waste, sourcing products ethically, and appealing to environmentally conscious consumers. The retail landscape is undergoing a profound transformation, not an outright demise. The future of shopping will likely involve a hybrid model blending the convenience of online shopping with the experiential aspects of physical stores. Technology will play an even greater role with augmented reality, virtual reality, and personalized recommendations shaping the shopping journey. Stores will evolve into destinations that offer more than just products. They will become spaces for community engagement, personalized service, and immersive experiences. Sustainability will be paramount, with retailers prioritizing ethical sourcing, waste reduction, and circular economy models. In this rapidly changing environment, consumers need to be savvy shoppers. Embrace technology by using deal-finding apps, comparing prices online, and taking advantage of online shopping's convenience. Support local businesses whenever possible to help strengthen your community and preserve local jobs. Most importantly, prioritize sustainability. Choose products with minimal packaging, support brands with ethical sourcing practices, and consider the environmental impact of your purchases. By making conscious choices, consumers can help shape a more sustainable and equitable future for the retail industry.